Computer. Sonra gönderirim ben sapını. Okay.
Hocam teşekkür ederiz.
Onu göre şey yaparım. Okay, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening to you. Good morning to me, or good day to me. Today I will talk to you about marketing fundamentals and basic things here. I'm Pinar. I came to America many years ago. You saw my short introduction to get a graduate degree. So I'm still here. Nobody kicked me out of the U.S. Nobody made me a great offer in America, in Turkey to come there. So I'm here. But I'm contributing a lot to my country because all my research deals with almost all the research Turkey. Today I will talk to you modern marketing, marketing process, strategic planning and marketing environment, consumer behavior, customer-driven marketing strategies, 4 Ps. Everybody knows there are 3 more Ps added to this, and brands and brand management. To me, marketing is a very important part of every organization, everything, because if you don't market, that means no buyers. If there are no buyers, no money. So marketing is very essential part of every organization. So marketing concept says that if you want to achieve your goals, you need to know the needs of customers, target markets, delivering, doing it better than, satisfying their needs better than competition. So as a marketing, in essence, attract customers, new customers, retain and grow the current customers. So in essence, marketing is a philosophy, first of all. And I think my observation in Turkey is that this is missing. Marketing is a philosophy of solving customer problems, getting the company solve the customer problems. This is very, very important. It's a philosophy that everybody in the organization should learn, accept, and internalize. To accomplish that is a strategy, create a solution for the customer problems. How can I do that? And then tactics, implementation. So there are 3 levels of marketing: philosophy, strategy, and tactics. So in essence, marketing starts and ends with customers. Let's remember that. It's not like selling something on the street is not a marketing. It is just a different, or taking to the local market, tomatoes, potatoes, or peppers, or different things are not marketing. This is just selling. So this is the important thing we got to understand. Same thing for you guys. And we'll go to here. So marketing attracts, engages customers, and manages profitable customer relationship. Companies, organizations have to make money. If they don't make money long term, they die. They make no mistake. So goal of marketing: attract new customers by promising superior value. I will deliver the best solution to your problem, to your needs. And keeping growing current customers by delivering satisfaction. So marketing makes a promise and then delivers a promise, then gives the customer satisfaction. If you satisfy the customers, they will be happy, okay? And every organization must perform marketing. Does everyone hear me? If nobody hears me, let me know. Okay. Every organization has to have a marketing function, including non-profits, such as in Turkey, Red Cross or Kızılay, other organizations, governments. So everybody has to do marketing. So marketing is a process involved creating a value for customers. So value means what I want. Building strong customer relationship in order to capture value from customer. So I'm offering something, I'm promising, offering a great value that you'd like to have, solution to your problem or need satisfaction. And in turn, you are buying me. It's a 2-way street. In Turkey, we have a lot of 1-way street, in America as well. 1-way means you cannot come back. So it should be a 2-way interaction between customers and companies here. The 3 functions of marketing. Now here's what I'm saying here. Customers are only profit centers. Peter Drucker came from Hungary, in Turkey known as Majaristan. He came to Turkey, to US with a master's. He's a father of modern management. And he says customers are the only profit centers because when the customers buy, you make money. That is the essential thing. Other thing is the goal of firm is to find a customer, retain them, and level. These are the gurus of business world. 3 functional marketing I just alluded earlier. Find a profitable customers. In the long run, you got to make profit. So identify target markets, who should be your target market that will buy your product, select the profitable customers relationship. Now, retaining and preventing defection also goals. If you don't retain your customer, repeat purchase, we call them, you will have a problem. You got to repeat, to keep the customer's satisfaction is a key. How to get a satisfaction? You have an expectation. If I surpass your expectations, I am happy, and I come back and back and back again. We'll talk about that. That will create a customer lifetime value. Think about a product you buy. Let's say you are buying certain type of athletic shoes. Every time you buy the same shoes. If you buy it once a year or one pair of shoes every 2 years, in 10 years, you have about 5 pairs of shoes. If you drink certain brand of soda, Coke, whatever, and lifetime value. So this is very important in marketing, keeping customers here. And unhappy customers penalize the companies 2 ways. With their feet, they leave you, and their mouth, keyboard, and clicking on social media. Customer defection, keep your customers. There was a research done in England. There was an insurance company getting 30% new customers and not making money. Discovered that they were losing 30% of your customers. We call them bucket theory. If you have a bucket, if you want to fill a water, plug the holes. It's the reality here. Then grow customer, wallet share. Good example for this, I will talk about them later, but good example is that the Apple sells computer, Apple sells iPod, Apple sells iPhone, Apple sells iPad, now iTV. So everybody, you are buying Apple products. That means your wallet share captured by Apple that they make the product. This is very important. So if you're a bank, make sure that every banking service is done from your bank, not somebody else. So this is very important, okay, to understand. So market share, customer wallet share. You can increase the market share, but if you don't get more money from same customers, you have a problem. And here's the thing that I like. This is a story of the store in I think Massachusetts somewhere. And this lady buys a Christmas drink. They didn't like the drink taste and returned about $3 bottle, the drink. And she said, this is not tasting good. And an owner says, no, my product tastes good. It must be your mouth not tasting the good thing. And she throws away the bottle into the garbage and leaves. She says, what did I do? This lady comes here every week, spent $30, $40 times 52. She brings me about about $1,500, okay, or $1,000, whatever the amount comes up, okay, and $30, $40 times 100, $4,000, and then she has been coming here for 10 years. So wow, I'm making $3,000 from her, and I lost a customer because $3 drink. And she said, rule number 1, customer is always right. And rule number 2, if customer in case wrong, read the rule number 1, and he started implementing it, grows phenomenally, opens many stores. So this is important, I will understand. Now, having said that about the marketing, now let's talk about the marketing process here. Creating and capturing value from customers. You can see that the first step is understanding the customer's marketplace, the customer needs and wants. Because marketing organization exists to serve customers. Understand their needs and wants. Everyone needs food, but I want a burger, I want a kebab, I want a pizza. So what I want is different than what I need. Understand that. Second step is design a customer-driven strategy, marketing strategy. In other words, strategy is really looking at who are my target customers and what I can have. So the target customer, what I'm going to offer them. Strategy, designing them, what to serve. It is the value-driven strategy, appealing to customer needs. Second step is construct integrated marketing program that delivers superior value. How can I design my product, price, place, and promotion in a way that it will be attractive, appealing to my target market. Then once I have that, engage the customers. So they build a profitable relationship and offer them what they want. Customer delight. I am so excited. Customer delight means I'm so excited that I'm happy to buy your product. These things are done to deliver customer value, satisfaction. Now, once you do that, you get back from customers. We call them capturing value from customers to get a profitable customer equity. If you have let's say 1,000 customers always buying from you, now you are in business. So this is the process that marketing we understand. But key is here, it starts with the customers here. So I will show you another one. But before with that, there are 5 core customer and marketplace concepts. Needs and wants and demands. Needs are there. Marketing business do not create a need, but wants is different. Wants are different. In America, I'm from Turkey. I like to have, I need a food. I want kebab. I want fish, grilled fish. But wants are not enough. We gotta have the money to get a demand, buying power. So needs, wants, and demands are important. So as a young student say, if you are thinking to have the business here, look at what are the wants that the current products are not satisfying. Our market offering comes with that, okay? And once you offer, your offer should be connected to needs and wants, okay? And people have buying power. Value and satisfaction, what's important for me. You gotta offer what's important for me and what my problem is, and I will get satisfaction. And you gotta exchange a relationship, okay? Exchanges, I'm giving up something to get something from you. So it's an exchange relationship. And market is a current potential customers. These are 5 core concepts in business in marketing. Now, marketing we know today didn't happen overnight. Production concept, you should have product available and highly affordable. Product concept, the people are looking for quality, performance, innovative features of the product. Selling concept, well, I made things here, not enough buyers. You go out there, find a buyer. But it was not working. So marketing concept said, no, why do you start in the factory? Start with the customers, find out what they are, what they need or want, and then offer them. So this is the modern marketing concept just happening in Turkey, unfortunately. America already passed that stage. The last is societal marketing, especially for the millennials and new generations. Hey, Ben, you are getting satisfaction, but destroying the environment for us. So societal marketing said, we should satisfy customer needs, company needs, but save the society, the environment. And I think the new generation, if I were in those students' age, I will not buy anything from the companies that destroy the environment. Because for me, I may have another 20 years life, but they have a 6 to 7 year life, and destroyed environment is bad news for them. So thinking, this is how marketing evolved over time that we know today. Production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept, societal marketing concept. So with that, here's a good example of marketing versus selling. You can see that in Turkey, we have all of these things here. Most of the companies are on a selling concept, unfortunately. I'm not saying anything bad, but reality. There's starting point factor. Let me make something here. And then go out there, find the buyers, okay? This is a selling concept. I will make money through if I sell. If you don't sell, you don't make money. The marketing concept, no. Start at the marketplace. Find out what customers are wishing they have. So customer needs, integrated marketing, which is 4 Ps, and profitable. This is the reality. Unfortunately, I don't mean to be negative, but in Turkey, we'll get the neighbor store. Oh, they're making money. Let me do the same thing. Well, it doesn't work that way. A great example is that I read there's something called the Turkey lokma. It was popular, and companies were making money. Everybody started opening stores. And one guy said, well, I sold all of my home and different things, borrowed money, and I cannot make money. Don't make anything that your neighbor is making. Do something different, unique, so you can have. So understand that marketing starts, business starts at the marketplace, ends at the marketplace. So with that here, creating customer loyalty. This is important for us. Keeping customers are very important. Customer lifetime value. Think about things you buy the same brand over and over, how much money company is making from you. Now, the beauty of this is that when you have a loyal customers, they are buying from you all the time, your marketing cost is minimum. So you have the profit margin maximum, you are making good money. And again, I just stated, Unhappy customers, they penalize you, walk away and talk about you badly. In a social media era, don't make mistake. So if you lose customers, you lose that customer business and they talk about you and different things. So keeping the happy customers is the ultimate role. When I was growing up, if you didn't like some food at a restaurant and you got kicked out, which is changing right now. Now, given that marketing philosophy here, how do I accomplish that? Well, you have strategic planning. We call that. The strategic planning is finding a fit between what you can do, what opportunities are. Ask yourself as a student, what skills I have, what are the opportunities? And if you are developing your skills, capabilities to take advantage of the opportunity in the market, you will have a great job. Okay? And it's very important to understand that strategic planning is finding a strategic fit between your resources, capabilities, and opportunities. So in essence, we're to invest to grow your business. And to do that, we have step, define a company mission. What is your overall goal? What is your mission? What do you want to accomplish in the long run? Okay, the mission is important part of your strategic planning. You have to have the market-oriented mission, meaning your mission says, I will solve your problems. And there are a number of good ones. I didn't include here, like Ritz-Carlton, which is in Istanbul, the big hotel. If you read their mission here, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to serve you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here to serve you. I had a friend stayed there many years ago. He said, people are serving coffee speak 3 languages. But this is why Ritz-Carlton is number one of the top brands in the hotel, in the business. So customer-driven mission, objectives. You want to have the marketing objectives, business objectives. You want to, whatever you accomplish, convert them obviously into here. And portfolio, we'll talk about that in a minute. It tells you where to invest here. And then build the business level, product level strategies you have. So this is the strategic planning that you should always make for yourself as well. Managing the portfolio, where to invest, because companies want to grow the business. They have to make two decisions, where to invest and how to grow. This is called the Boston Consulting market share metrics. Market growth, low, high, and market share, low, high, low. So companies enter in a question mark here. You can see high market growth, you enter the growing markets. Okay, if you do everything right, meaning appealing to customer needs, taking care of their needs, satisfaction, your product becomes a star. Like the good example, the need in here. Young generation didn't want the video hanging in their Facebook. They want to disappear. And here comes a Snapchat. Said, hey, in a certain time, your video will disappear. So people liked it. So it grew and become a star. But stars eventually people get tired of and then becomes a cash cow. This is the where you make all the money. A market is not growing, but you have a high market share. So what do? Take the money from here and invest in the question mark and then make a star. Dogs are low market share, low market growth. You get rid of them eventually. So investing, divesting, and growing. So this is a good way of where to invest. But companies should have a product in a question mark, in a star, cash cow, and dogs is cycling going on. Okay. So having said that, here's a marketing management strategy and marketing mix. This is one of the best things that you can always look at, even if when you start, you want to start your own business. This really gives you the marketing strategy logic by which company hopes to create a customer value. Value means what customers would like to have. Achieve a profitable customer relationship here. And you do that marketing mix. So in the center here, why do we have a customer in the center? Because companies exist for customers. I have not seen a business existing without a customers. Look around. The restaurants or places offering a good service, they always have customers. Those who don't offer a good service, they don't have a customer. So this is your ultimate goal. Focus. Keep your eyes on the ball, as we say that, a customer value. Okay, how you do that? Segment, target, differentiation, positioning. It's a strategy. It tells you which customer to serve and then how to serve. So which customers to serve? And I ask my friends in Turkey, who's your customers? Everybody. You cannot have that. You can't, everybody cannot be your customers. Please keep this in your mind. Those of you thinking about developing some new things as a high school students or in a college, think about target market. Who should be target market? Whose needs are not served? So segmentation and targeting. You can divide the market into different groups. Which one I can serve the best? Okay. And now once you decide to get into serve the market, how you differentiate your offering? Because if you don't differentiate, you are a commodity. Nobody buys you. And positioning. So this is in the market here. How do you do that? The product you offer, pricing you charge, promotion you have, and price you have. I will talk about them a little more. So this is your whom to serve in here, segment target, and how you will serve. This is the product, 4Ps. Okay, but you always have market analysis, planning, implementation, control, continuum, always. But also this chart says, hey, you are operating in the environment. You have the other intermediaries and the channels of distribution. You have competitors. You have publics, people that are interested in you, and suppliers. So this is the system that you should understand. Again, customers are in the center. You cannot make product, try to find a seller, buyer. This is the wrong way of doing it. Unfortunately, we have that quite a bit in Turkey. Now, when you do that, you always conduct SWOT analysis. I'm sure you guys have heard, even at this age, SWOT analysis. Strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. It should be important for every firm organization. We should do that person. So SWOT analysis says, well, internally, what do I do good? What I am good at? What my weaknesses are? By the way, in America, every time any of your students go, my students, I tell them, think about their strengths and weaknesses. They don't really take it seriously. Guess what? Company asks them, tell me about your strengths, what you are good at, your capabilities. They talk about. How about your weakness? Ooh, I don't know. You should come up with the weaknesses and convert them into strength. And they like, I am a slow writer, research project. What do? I start early. Okay. Instead of 1 month, I start 2 months in advance so that I can get it done. Now, this is you or company, strength and weaknesses, internal. But it doesn't do any good unless you have external opportunity and threats. So externally, there are opportunities. Right now, the pandemic, the COVID-19 brought a lot of opportunities for companies for online business. Companies who did not want to spend, they don't have. Companies did not have the information, they did not do well. So opportunities. Now it's opportunity for you, a threat. What you think coming up here? It is somebody coming with a new product, somebody coming out with new pricing, new distribution, new way of doing that. Now, threat to me becomes opportunity to others. So strategic planning in essence is, how can I create a fit between my strength and chasing opportunity, and defending the threat with my strength, not chasing the opportunity with my weakness, and not defending my the threat with my weaknesses. And it's very important finding that. This is always should be continuously done, because strength and weaknesses, opportunity and threats constantly changing, like a moving target. Okay. So once you decide that you have a marketing mix, okay, company's marketing strategy outlines which customer to serve and how to serve. Well, the segmentation targeting, we took care of that. Now I have a marketing mix. If you hear marketing mix, 4Ps, this is what we're talking about. Product, what to offer, price, how much to charge, place, where to sell, promotion, what and how to communicate. They like the place. I don't think your young generation, I don't think you will find a great perfume on the street. If that's the case, or lousy store. So they ought to be consistent. I have a Louis Vuitton handbag and high price, but at the special stores. And I promoted the special magazines or places. So understand that. So we call that marketing mix consistency here. integrated marketing communication. Everything is consistently communicating, okay? Just like one has a nice, expensive suit, but lousy shoes, it doesn't go. You gotta have a nice shoes to go with that. So it's a consistency, okay? Now, when we see 4Ps, and all of you know that, product, variety, quality, design, features, brand name, packaging, services, all have to be decided. Price, list price, how much discount, allowances given to the retailers and wholesalers, payment period. When I first came to Turkey, that you can have a credit card payment, a six payment plan, I was shocked. I said, what do you mean? But in America, when you charge your credit card, you charge your card once. And we're doing it in Turkey. And credit terms, promotion, advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, public relations are the tools to tell. So product, satisfy the needs, price, how much I should give up as a customer, promotion, tell what the product can do, where I can find, and a place where you distribute that. This is very important. Like, I don't think you will find an expensive cologne, perfume, ladies, in a gas station store. Do you? Would you? Even if you say no. I said, well, this is a very, very high quality perfume for 5 lira. They said, you gotta kidding me. So this is important to understand that. Now, having said these, I think I like to point out the environment that we have, the macro environment, companies, suppliers, market intermediaries, competitors, publics, and customers. These are the factors that influence how well I can serve my customers. Suppliers don't send the money, send the product. Intermediaries, channel members, where do they put their competitors competing against you, publics, interest groups, and different things, and customers. So these are the immediate factors. Now we have a macro factors, demographic. We don't know because, and I always tell my students, demographics are important. And so why? So well, buildings don't buy anything. Cars don't buy gas by themselves. People buy demographics. How many people are in the market, what they want. Like we have a baby boom, Gen X, Gen Y, and millennials, and then we have now Z generation. They have different economics, money. India has over 1 billion people, but the Indian market is not as attractive as US, because even the US is at 320 million people. Why? Buying power. Economic advancement, economic level, education, that thing here. Natural resources. We cannot make a cotton shirt unless we have a cotton. We cannot make a leather shoes unless somebody raises the cows and leathers, and we get the cows, the rawhide and leather. Technology, changing everything. How we communicate, how we produce, how we distribute. Political party, political environment. Policies. The government changed the policies, you cannot buy, especially in America. They implemented in Turkey as well. Culture. See, we talked about what they want and need. I need food, but culture influences what I want. And I see that in Turkey, in Istanbul. People are offering different food for different groups. So culture, we understand that. These are the ones creating a threat and opportunity for us, okay? So understand that. Now, marketing focus on consumer behavior. Is there any questions? Anybody want to stop me and say, hey, what are you talking about? Any comments? Okay, let me continue here. Consumer behavior. Customers are the focus of attention. And I have not seen a company doing well without understanding customers. This is a reality, okay? So understand a customer buyer behavior. Environment here is similar. Product, price, place, and other things send a similar, some of the signal cues to customers. Buyer characteristics, buyer decisions influence what we buy. That's a black box. There are times that said, how did you decide to buy that? So, well, I don't know. I just decided to buy it. So when I was doing my MBA, PhD, buyer behavior was a real black box. Now we learn a lot more how consumers take the information, process it, store it, retrieve it. Outcome is what? Buying attitudes and preferences. Oh, okay, I like that thing here. And purchase behavior, what buyers buy, when, where, and how much they buy, the outcome, and brand engagement relationship. This is the buyer behavior that we're gonna understand. If you're gonna be invent something, nobody will be knocking your door unless you see that, oh, this innovation is really relevant to my target market, okay? And this is a good example, another one here. Culture influences at the highest level. Culture, subculture, social classes influence that. In Turkey, we see that the white color, blue color, upper class, lower class, the middle class, and so on. Now we have social groups here, social network, family, and roles and status. You are a student. I'm going to this E2 high school here, and I have certain friends there. I'm gonna look like that way. So this also influences a little more specific. Your family. A lot of students I ask, how did you decide to buy detergent? So, well, I saw what my mom was using, so I bought the same thing. So family and roles you play. Personality, personal factors. Age and lifestyle stages, if you are high school student, college student, working, and married, and so on. And have a kids are gone. Occupation, I'm professor, I dress up, I wear tie, shirt, and nice. I don't go with the sweatshirt. Economic situation, lifestyle, your activities, interests, or opinions, and personality and self-concept. What do I think? Oh, I don't want to be seen that way. And then psychological factors here, motivation, perception, learning, beliefs, and attitudes, and buyer. You can see that there are many factors influencing buyer. I would like for you to think tomorrow, if you buy something, which of those factors influence you to buy? And I bet you can come up with a number of things, which I give an assignment to my students. So these are the main decisions here. This is an important need identification concept. Maslow came up with the 5 levels of needs. In the bottom, physiological needs, hunger and thirst, safety needs, and social needs, esteem needs, and self-actualization. Now, unique thing about the Maslow's need hierarchy is that I have to satisfy the lowest level need before I move next one. That is why it's called a hierarchy. So if I'm hungry, I risk my life to get a food. So safety comes second, okay? Look at right now, people are working in the COVID-19 coronavirus because they gotta have a food. They say, well, you will die from the virus. Yeah, but if I don't have food, I may die sooner. So these two are called the basic needs. Very important. And now once you have the food and safety, now, okay, I'm looking for love, belonging to something else. And then once you satisfy that, you move, and so on. So this is very important. That you understand if you are thinking about innovation. Well, you will have a fancy product here, look innovative. And somebody may say, hey man, I'm hungry, get the food. And I'm freezing, I'm cold, I'm not safe. So these are the important things keep in your mind, and then you have it in the distributed PowerPoint. Okay, perception and reality. What do you guys see here? Anybody want to jump in? What do you see? And if we have seen that in it before, don't say. What do you see in this picture? Say louder. Okay, what kind?
I see a young girl and then I see a older girl.
Okay. Does anyone see young girl? Anybody else?
I see an older woman.
You see older woman. All right, good. Who is this? Say your name. What's your name? You said older woman? Say your name. You should be brave.
Oh, my name is Alper.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. Anybody else? See?
I see an old woman
And what?
a young one.
Do you see a young girl? Does anyone see old and young?
I see an old woman.
Okay.
I can see both of them.
Good. Awesome. All right. See the
I can
here?
see both of them too.
Oh, good, awesome. I'm happy. Do you see the cursor I'm moving on the PowerPoint? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now this is a chin of young lady. Is the eyes and so on. Okay. And this is an old lady nose, mouth, and ears. Okay. So it's a perception of reality. Okay. How we perceive. This is very important. How we perceive. I will perceive based on what we see. And this is a good example in America that we just had an election, and Trump supporters say, "Yeah, Trump won. He's a great one." And Biden supporters said, "No, Biden." So this is the reality. Okay, how about next one? What do you see here?
A duck.
Duck. All right.
A rabbit. A rabbit.
Rabbit.
A rabbit and a little duck.
Okay.
I see a rabbit too.
Okay. Does everyone see the both duck and rabbit? Anybody don't see both?
I see rabbit and mouse.
Good. So rabbit and duck. Okay, here's a rabbit, right? Ears, but here's a duck, the mouth. So these are important. Again, we perceive the world based on our initial, the values, our things. So it's important to understand the perception is our reality, what we perceive. And so this is very important to understand that. Okay, so given that, let's go through the buying decision. How do you decide to buy something new or something? And how do you decide to buy some kind of product or service? Well, it starts with what? Need recognition. We have a need. Okay, customers recognize a need when there is a gap between the difference between ideal situation, actual situation. Now, suppose you didn't have a good lunch, you didn't eat a supper, dinner tonight, okay? Now, I didn't like to have a full stomach, but you have an empty stomach now, right? So there's a gap between ideal and actual. So when that happens, there's a need. You may have shoes that not old shoes, worn out, and your feet are cold. So, well, ideally you like the warm feet, but your shoes are not good, so there's a need for shoes. So need is an important recognition. It can be triggered by the marketing or internal, external. Now, when we identify the need, next thing is need information search. We start looking for information. There are two main sources of information. One is information that our memory, our experience, and if we don't have enough information, our memory, experience, we go outside. So this is important. That's why companies give you samples, different things. They want you to have experience and first-hand knowledge of the product or service, what it can do. If it's good, you go back. If it's bad, you stay away. And if you don't have enough information, you do what? You just go out, start searching. Now, all of you are great searching Google. So Google search, okay, what it can do. And then you look at, so you find the information from the external sources. So internal, external. Now, once you get the information, you evaluate the alternatives because you don't decide on the one. So given that you have alternatives. So what do? Okay, I'm looking for, let's say, the running shoes. I'm a runner. I used to run. I ran a marathon, half marathon. So I'm a runner. I'm looking for running shoes. Well, what I'm looking for in the running shoes, what attributes? Price might be, brand name, comfort, support. So I'm looking at different things there, different factors. And then we look at the different brands, how well they are delivering those attributes I'm looking for. So you start evaluating them, the attributes, the products, brands, the alternatives based on quality, the attributes. We call it buying criteria. As if you have an innovation, new product here, make sure that what you are offering great is desired by customers. Okay, and now once you buy the product that here, you make a purchase decision. You find the best alternative here, and hoping that will exceed the expectations. So expectations are important. my expectation determine if I'm happy or unhappy after I buy a product, right? If I exceed the expectations, I'm happy. If the product doesn't exceed the expectation, I'm unhappy. Oops. And I can see that he says, no, I can lower the expectation. I exceed your expectations. And I see the order says, no, no, no, you deserve better. So managing expectations is very important. Now, post-purchase behavior, we are evaluating our purchase. And if there were 3 alternatives that they were very similar, you like both of them, or 3 of them, and you bought one because you had the money to buy all 3, you have said, well, I wonder if I should have bought the other one. I wonder, or color. I know I bought the blue, I think I should have bought a red or marine or yellow. So it's called a post-purchase anxiety. We always have that. You know how we overcome that? You show your friend, isn't that nice? Don't you think it's nice? It will look good on me. So we are reducing the post-purchase anxiety, and this is how consumers go about buying. And this is very, very important if we are thinking about a business in the future. And this is also known as a consumer buying journey, meaning how consumers go through steps to buy the product. We will look at some other things as well. So understand, need, identification, information search, where they find information. If they cannot find information about you, you are not going to be considered. Alternative evaluation, because we call the evoke set here, and post-purchase. Okay, they're buying a new product. Suppose Mohammed came up with a new idea here, or Selin came up with a good idea. How do consumers buy my new product? Okay, new product, something new, totally. Okay, and adoption process, how an individual, how a customer decides to buy the product from the innovation. First thing is what? The awareness. Okay, we're gonna be aware. How many of you went in the store, asked for something you never heard of? And I see that Ali Karam says, you know, it's a dumb question. Yes, it is a dumb question, but it's a reality. We're gonna inform customers that I have a great product here. Now, social media doing that now. Now, once you become aware, you should have an interest in my offer, in my product. Once you are interested in, you should evaluate me as an alternative. Consumers usually have 4 or 5 items they look at. If you are not one of those 4 or 5, you are out. Sorry. And then we evaluate, and alternate, and try it, and then accept that. We got to understand how consumers go through, how one customer goes through accepting the product. Now there's a diffusion of innovation, how the whole market accepts that. And there are different groups there as well. So with that, we understood the customer now. Let's look at the customer-driven marketing strategy, okay? The goal is what we told earlier, I mentioned, comes down to 2 questions: which customer to serve and how to serve. The first part is segmentation, targeting. I said divide the market into 5 groups. Oh, this is the segment that I can do well. So targeting, selecting target segment or segment market here to enter. It could be a country, it could be a group, it could be a region. Okay, so this is your what customer to serve. So once you decide on that, now how to serve, value proposition, what you promise. So you got to differentiate. One of the biggest problems I see in Turkey is that copying. Always looking at next door neighbor, what he or she's doing, I can copy the same thing. Just like the Lokma example I gave you. Okay, differentiation. If you are going to be successful in your career, differentiate yourself, be different, be unique. So differentiation is the name of the game. If you don't differentiate, we call the commodity, people buy the cheapest one. So differentiation is that, and then once you differentiate, position your offer in consumer's mind. Every product service has a place in our mind based on certain characteristics with respect to the competition. So the differentiation positioning, like in America, we have the Chobani yogurt. The guy says it's a Greek yogurt. This is a Turkish yogurt because Greek has an incredible country power. So differentiated with a Greek power yogurt and became successful. Positioned as a Greek yogurt. Okay, so these are the things that you should think in your career, or if you are going to think in business. this part here, select customer to serve and how to serve, okay? How to segment the market based on geographic locations, demographics, characteristics, psychographic characteristics, or behavioral characteristics, okay? The geographic demographic are easy to identify, behavioral, not easy to identify, but behavioral going up are the most useful. So think about this, how we segment the market, divide them up. Now I'm sure all of you are interested in developing a new product. Well, how do you come up with a new product here? Okay, and it's not going to sleep and dreaming and waking up with a new product idea. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so new product development is the idea generation and systematic search for new ideas here. So idea generation, you ask everywhere, okay, and you may have 300 ideas, okay, start with a whole bunch of ideas, and then you screen them. Screening says, well, can I make money with this offer? Is it a buyer in the market? So screening, you eliminate them, okay, and then because you cannot carry 300 ideas, too expensive. And screening, concept development, come up with about 10, 15 ideas, and I write them up and ask customers, hey, what do you think? Okay, do you think there's a potential for that? And eliminate some of them. You may come up with 5, 6 ideas. Now develop marketing strategy. You have a prototype. You are identifying target market, their potential to buy, and 4 P's you are designing. And with the marketing strategy, okay, you are estimating the market potential. And the business analysis, okay, I can sell X amount and charge X price and I'll make money. So you are looking at the profit potential in the long term. So if you go to bank, suppose, let me see here. Okay, suppose Chris says, okay, or Fatma says, yeah, I have a great idea. I'd like to borrow as a 50,000 Turkish lira. And a bank says, okay, what is your potential to sell? How long will it take you to recover the 50,000 Turkish lira? She says, okay, Fatma says, yes, here's the target market. In 5 years, I expect to sell, let's say, that many units. Here's the price, here's the cost, here's the profit. I can pay you back. Will they ask you? Okay? And then develop the product once you get their support and test the product, test marketing and commercialization. These are the steps you're going to go through. Start with a bunch of ideas. And I read somewhere, it takes 3,000 ideas to come up with 1 or 2 good but successful ideas. Because new product failure rate is about 85, 90%. 10, 15% of the new ideas succeed. That's why we have always a new and improved, okay? So this is very important to understand, but you start your customers in your mind, idea generation, okay? Now let's go in the product area, 4 Ps. The product, we have core product, actual product, and augmented product. Core product, for cell phone, what is the core function of cell phone? Anybody? Why do you have your cell phone or phone? Saran, an idea? Or Ömer?
For someone?
Yeah, I mean, why do you have the cell phone? Call someone, okay? What do we call that? Communication, okay?
Yes.
What is the core benefit of having a car? Ahmed Emir, what do you think? Why do we have a car? As a core benefit. And I see Jem says, go from point A, point B, okay? But it's not enough. Actual product here, well, I want to come up with some idea that will take me from point A to point B. You can have a horse, you can have a bicycle, motorcycle, a car. Well, brand name, quality, packaging, design. Now I'm actually making a product with the idea. Now augment the product, I'm delivery and credit here, product support, warranties. So you are extending the core and making it attractive. You can see that here, okay? Now, when you are making product attributes, you gotta decide on whatever the idea, the attributes you wanna offer, whatever it can do. And you can see that the cars are always competing. When I bought my first new car, it didn't have an ABS. And I was asked $1,500 more for ABS. I said, oops, not me. I don't have that much money. But I discovered that later. I started driving. I'm a part of America that snows a lot. I said, oh, if I have an ABS on the snow, my car will be stopping. So I discovered that, okay? So offer a product. But when I was looking for a new car and a dealer said, oh, this car has a 4-wheel steering. That means all four tires will move. I said, why do I do that? So, well, you can change the lines in the highway. So, oh, if you can parallel park easier. I said, I go on a 2-lane road in a small town at school. And I park, not parallel park. I don't need, I never asked $1,700, $1,700 more. I said, no, thanks. So understand the product attributes the customer's demand and give a name for it. Like all of you have a name here. If you don't have that, didn't have a name, we don't know who you are. Okay, brand name. And then it's very important. Packaging, it has different functions, protecting, selling, and different things. Especially today with the self-service, products on the shelf at Migros or Carrefour or wherever you go, they have to sell themselves. So your packaging is become a salesperson. And labeling, what it does, what it contains, you gotta have that. And laws require you. And then once you sell the product support services, this is where you retain your customers. If you buy a car and if you don't get a good service, you have a problem. In my village, my sister has a water purifying machine system, and filter was bad, and it kept calling. They did not come for 2 weeks, the filter to change the filter. I said, dummy, you better rush here, because I'm not going to recommend you if you don't deliver that. So the product support services are a key to keep the customers. Brand, these things, this part here, brand attributes, if you sell the product, but retain the customers are services, customer service, customer service, customer service. Unfortunately, this is lousy in Turkey. I have talked to some customer service places, and they did not solve my problem. And person said, do you have any other problem? I said, you didn't solve my current problem. Anyway, okay. But right now, the service is also becoming important. So we talked about 4 Ps, product, place, price, and promotion, but services, 3 Ps. People deliver services. It's a process to deliver services, and like education now. Some of getting education through Zoom is a process, and physical evidence. So products are intangible, cannot be seen. That's the problem, because I don't know how to promote the country or place, service, or doctor service. Inseparable, variable. People deliver service, get tired, and they change the service quality. Perishable, if you don't use a service, you lose it. There's an English expression, if you don't use it, you lose it. And final inseparability. That means if I want to have a dental work, I got to be with the dentist. If I want to have a surgery, I got to be in the surgery room with the doctor. So inseparability is here. And now you are getting education, this seminar here, you are participating with me. I know somebody said, yeah, but you could have recorded and sent to us. Well, it may not be the same, okay? So service characteristics brings out 3 more VPs, with 7 P now. People, process, how you do that, physical evidence. If you go to a doctor's office, you see that all lousy, everything dirty, do you think, what do you think about a doctor? And if you went to a doctor's office and everything is dirty, terrible, and do you think he or she is a good doctor?
I think no.
No, you say no, because you say, this doctor has a lousy, terrible furniture. I guess he doesn't have money. Why? Because he's not a good doctor. Run, get away. So this is important that we understand that. Same with the restaurant and others, okay? So services are very important. Now branding, we got to brand a product. National brands, known brands, company manufacturer names, carry that, like Ford, GM, Toyota. Store brands created by the stores. And I know I'm doing research on that. And in Turkey, in America, Walmart has a great value. In Turkey, I think the Migros has a Orange or some other brand names. Carrefour has that. And Beam always sells its own brands. And we are doing research, by the way, about them. Licensing, you give your name, like Disney license their name. And co-branding you do together, the two brands, such as Intel inside, Intel and Dell, Intel and HP. So they are co-branding. By the way, my MBA students are doing a research for a Turkish hazelnut fındık, and how do you market it? I suggest them do co-branding with the chocolate, Turkish hazelnut. Wow, now you have that. Okay, so branding here. Now, pricing decision, how to decide? It's important. If you have a product, okay, let me blend. You have, there's a shirt here, and one is, both of them are $10. Now, one is at $20, one is at $30. Which one's a better quality? $20 and $50. Two different shirts. Blend, are you there?
Yes, 50.
Okay, $50. Why $50 a better quality? Thank you.
Well, I think it's more expensive than it should be.
should.
A better.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Thank you. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, here's my question for, let me see here. It goes that you have two shirts on the sale. Both are $10, but you don't know the brand names. Which one do you think is a better quality? Both are $10.
If they have both the same amount of price, I think I'll just look at the color or these kind of things. I mean, if I don't have any kind of knowledge about the product beforehand, I mean the brand.
Okay.
So there won't be any kind of criteria, I think.
Okay. Okay.
So
Good.
that means that, I mean, I will choose the one maybe according to its color. I don't know. It depends. I mean, it is from situation to situation. So.
Excellent. Now, but I stated they are on sale, but we don't. You can look. Can you look at the original prices?
If they are on sale, yes, probably, because people usually do this. Yes, if you say that, probably. I mean, originally the product is. Let me just say that $20.
Let me help you. Good answers. Let me help you. One is $20 original price. One is a $40. Which one's a better quality?
Yeah, probably people will think that. I mean, the one which is $40 will be a better product.
Excellent. Thank you. So price is an important function. Not only how much we give up, but also quality. But when you say the price, you have here your cost as a manufacturer. Okay. As a company, you have here and then the Funda has a product. Okay, it's costing me, let's say, 20 Turkish lira. If I sell below that, I lose money. So the floor price, lowest price will be about 20. And then she starts setting the price high, and then get to the point that, let's say, 100 lira, nobody buys. Oh, she says, I can set a price between 10 liras and 20 liras and 100 liras. Now I gotta find a customers, okay? So the ceiling price is set by customer demand. Floor price set by your cost. Now, where you are on the demand curve, okay, competitive strategies, your objectives, your goal, your product quality, and so on, it will determine that. Like Apple iPhone, more expensive. The Samsung is less expensive. I'm sure in Turkey, Huawei is less expensive. I don't know West. So they have a price based on a quality perception and different things. So this is important to understand that. Okay. A little more information. You have a new product here, Jaren. You have a brand new product. You say, well, you have two options to set the price. One is schema pricing. Set the high price because you are the only one in the market, and you lower the price, okay, as time goes on. Or Farid says, no, I want to have a market penetration pricing. I will set the low price, get many customers, okay? So scheming pricing, like they used by the flat screen TVs. When they first came out, they were about $8,000 to $9,000 in America. They were very expensive. Now, $500, okay? And whereas the penetration, now when you have a schema pricing, you charge high price, but it's an invitation to the competitors. It's, oh, somebody making money here, I can do the same thing, which happened. Everybody starts selling the flat screen TVs at the Best Buy. So, wow, so many brands, but they're going to survive. Penetration pricing is successful, attractive. You make less money, but get all the customers buy and create loyalty, but you keep the competition away. So these are the strategies companies use, and you can probably see that in everywhere. Okay, now when we make the product, we price them here. Now next is distribution. You can go direct, you can go retailers, you can go wholesale retailers and consumers. Now today's technology, a lot of companies are going e-commerce. But even so, e-commerce is about a 1%, 2% of the total sales of in the countries. I think India has the highest, about 2%. There was an article I just read, report. So you can do that. See, how you decide? Well, if you have a lot of customers, you spend all your time contacting customers. Oh, I will use a retailer. If you have too many retailers, you spend all your time on a retailer instead of production here, use wholesalers. Businesses go the same, direct. Distributors, because there are few business buyers, they can afford that. So this is a distribution, where to sell. Now, with the online, offline, you are hearing, Nike's new CEO said, there's no online, offline. There's the only way, that is however customers want it. So customers. I hope you have seen, you have heard my presentation. Promotion, another 4P element. Promotion, advertising is the best known, has three main functions: to inform, to persuade, remind them. Okay? But when you are designing a promotion mix element, there should be integrated marketing communication, IMC. Carefully integrating and coordinating the company's many communication channels to deliver a clear, consistent, compelling message. So we have advertising, personal selling, public relations, direct digital marketing, which is becoming a hot. And because of the Amazon really challenging everyone, and sales promotion. So these are the tools. Advertising, you can use to mass people. Personal selling, expensive, face-to-face. Public relations is good, but you cannot control them. Sales promotion, extra incentives, get people taking action. And direct marketing, reaching them directly, okay, with digital world. Now a little more about personal selling. Some of you might be doing selling things, and here's the steps that I like. Personal selling, first step is prospecting and qualifying. Who might be my potential buyers? Okay. Again, qualifying, prospecting, qualifying. Do they have the need? Do they have the money? Do they have authority to buy? And pre-approach, you prepare your presentation. What I'm going to be doing. Like I give an example, students, the soccer teams, football teams in Turkey, they play for 90 minutes, but they practice whole week. It's a pre-approach. They are getting ready for the game. Because once you meet the buyer, potential buyer, you don't have much time. You should have prepared your work. So approach, you introduce yourself, hi, I'm so-and-so, and make sure you make the first good impression. Research shows that if you make a bad impression, by the way, this is also relevant when you're looking for a job or intern. You should do your homework in a pre-approach, and then find the companies you can do it, work or intern, and then approach. Introduce, make the first good impression. If you make a bad impression, it takes forever, maybe never repair. Present, demonstrate your offer, okay? When you have objections, in the presentation demonstration, you are identifying the need, a problem, presenting features, benefits, and proofs, such as ABS is a feature, safety is a benefit, and proof that you can show. And handling objections, understand. Objection means, well, I have an interest, but you haven't convinced me. And closing, ask for an order. If you don't ask for an order, you never get an order. I read in one of the books, somebody made 3 presentations, never got a sales, and a 4th time did a presentation and asked for order, and he got an order. Person said, how come you didn't order before? You didn't ask before. So it's a little different topic. The guys, if you don't ask for a date, you never have a date. You always ask for a date. And I know some of us are scared of being rejected, but this is reality. And once you make the sales, your job just started. So follow up. Okay. Now a little bit about a brand, because I want to have a little different about the branding. It's the name of the branding branding is a major issue. Brand is a name, sign, symbol, design, or it's a combination of these that identify the maker, seller of the product or service. So brand is actually identify who you are, okay? But in best, brand represents a promise made and kept. So brands are making a promise and kept. If you don't keep your promise, you cannot be a brand. You want to be a brand. And if you keep your promise, you build brand loyalty and trust. And continued demand and profitability, which called out loyal customers. Zappos, there's the online shoe company in America, is about 15 years old now. When they started, I told my friend in Turkey, I said, there's an online Zappos company, online shoe selling. He said, are they crazy? What do you mean online shoe? I said, yes, online shoe. You know what their promise is? The brand promise, delivering happiness. This book is also, there's a delivering promise book in Turkish. I will recommend everybody read as a young entrepreneur. Read the book. It's his biography, and I loved it. Okay? He says, we are delivering happiness. We don't sell shoes, now selling clothing. We don't sell clothing. We promise to make people happy. And they do. And they are the fastest growing, best companies you should read. And by the way, they hire people that deliver the promise. And I read one time, they have a 3-week training, not 3 day, 3 hour, 3-week training. You go to, whether you are a vice president of whatever or telephone person. And if I say in Turkey that we will have a 3-week training for your new employees, I will get kicked out. They will kill me. But after 3 weeks, is a story that you guys should learn. After 3 weeks of the training, we start working within a month. If Mustafa says, Dinshu says, it's not my place here, I'm gonna quit. And he was paying your, let's say you work 2 weeks plus $4,000 to quit. They said, why are you paying $4,000 to quit? The CEO, Tony Shah. He said, keeping the wrong people working for me costing me $100 million a year because bad people scare customers away. And this is the big problem in Turkey, by the way. They are having the worst people, unqualified people, qualified people do the work because cheap people has a big cost. So brand promise to delivered by the qualified people. I mean, I am really one observation that in Turkey, companies need to look at their people. They should hire the best people to work. If you set up a company, hire the best people. Just like your soccer team, Turkish soccer teams go to Europe, the Barcelona, Manchester United, are all things, they get killed, except Başakşehir defeated the Manchester United, but it happens once a 100 years. Like Trabzon defeated Barcelona, I think 40 years ago, they're still celebrating. Come on, move in the future. But understand the brand promise, okay? What you are promising and deliver it. I give you example, Ritz-Carlton, they do. Four Seasons, they do. I mean, I had to experience that. Become a brand. Brands are created with the experiences. You deliver your promise each and every time, consistently. It's not a one-time deal. So brand is a sum of all customer experiences with a product or service. And you know your own. If it's a negative, you get away. It's positive, becomes your king, your best brand. But also brands are created in consumers' mind. This is a mistake that companies make. You don't create a brand in a factory, in a store. You build the brands in consumers' mind. Each of us have that. And I have heard Eli Lilly, who's the pharmaceutical company in Indianapolis, Vice President of Global Marketing and Sales, he said, we are competing with the competitors, not in our lab, not in the stores, pharmacies, but in consumers' mind. This is very important, okay? So brand should be differentiating and relevant to customer needs. Must be different, but relevant to my needs, okay? Functional, psychological, social needs here. Other thing that it's a little high level, but it's important. Point of parity, point of differences. Point of parity, you should have a similar things to other brands, competing brands, but when you are considered, you should have something different, unique, okay? Again, the point of parity, both are important. But creating a strong brand requires research and R&D. Understanding customers, research. Here's the deal. Here's a brand, brand value, $4.99, $49.99. Why? Because it's a brand name here. I pay extra to have polo shirt, unfortunately, because it gives me psychological satisfaction, social satisfaction. Shirt is shirt, okay, brand name. Here's the brand loyalty. I don't know how many of you have seen this. Look at this, man. Dr. Pepper, Alligator here, Nike, and Think Different, Apple. These people are so loyal. They put their brand logos on their bodies. Man, this is awesome. So understand that, okay? And we should have millions of customers like those logos, okay? Maybe not, but okay. Now, I mentioned that I'm getting close to the end. I mentioned that R&D, okay? But the top brands in the world, this is the Interbrand 2002, results. Look at number one, top 10, Amazon, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Samsung, ICBC, Facebook, Walmart, Ping An, and Huey. Look at here, their brand values, all right? And things. Look at, there are 10 brands, 6 are American brands. Because American, it's not by accident, they really understand customer focus. They understand the hiring the best people. Google hires the top people. Amazon hires the top people for their high level. Apple, same way. One of my friend's nephew got a PhD in Arizona and started working for Intel, and he was really good. Apple grabbed him, come here. This guy wants to come back to Turkey and talk to the companies. They are offering peanut compared to what he's getting here, because he gotta pay the top dollar, okay? So this is not an accident. Now, I said R&D, research and development money, spending. Look at here, how they spend. The Canada, United States, Mexico, Argentina, the UK, Germany. Look at South Korea, 4.2% of GNP spent on R&D. How much we spend in Turkey? Less than 1%. This is why we don't have a global brands from Turkey. I'm sorry to say that, but it's reality. I'm a scientist, and scientist people should tell the truth. This is very sad. Look at Japan, 3.2. Somebody said they had the money. Well, Korea didn't have the money, but they spent a lot of money. Late 80s, Korea attracted all their people from America. I had 4 friends went back to marketing professors, and they were making the same money that they are making in America. And I was recruited by one of the Turkish companies, late 80s. He said, well, it was a second interview. I passed the first interview, and from here, a second interview guy from Turkey said, we are recruiting you in America, but we're going to pay you Turkish salary. I said, excuse me, what are you doing here? So this R&D is a different topic, okay? Here's another one. United States spending the most money per capita, per person, okay? The most money, billions, and a percent of GDP, okay? And unfortunately, we're about 1%, okay? And then how much we're spending per capita. We're spending about $200 per person on R&D, and where's the Korea here? Japan is spending about 1,300, and China is spending this much here. America is spending about 1,560, and where's the Korea? It was somewhere here. South Korea is spending $1,500. So they're spending 7 times more than we are. How can we compete with them? How can we have? Korea has a global brand. So this is important, okay? So R&D, and people, okay? And last part of the last slide. And
dear teacher.
Yes.
Turkey waiting us. We will change this table and this graphics.
I'm hoping and supporting. I'm hoping that. But we're going to spend on the money R&D, not copying. In order to do that, first of all the copied products, what do you call them? The products are copied from others. They should be eliminated at the covered bazaar. Okay, everything copied. The brands are copied. What was it? I couldn't think of a name in a minute. So we should eliminate them. Fake products. All the fake products.
Imitation.
Imitation should be eliminated in Turkey everywhere. In America, it's against the law. You cannot sell imitation. In Istanbul, I was there. I walk in a store. Whole store is an imitation shoes. You cannot do that. You cannot imitate and be a global brand. And I am certain that we should spend money on R&D, but government should eliminate all the imitation. I go to Bodrum, my hometown, man, everywhere imitation. We should eliminate that. We are not doing any good. By the way, China started that in the fight about 3 years ago. There was an article in The Economist, China #1, India #2, Turkey is #3 in the imitation products. How can you imitate somebody's product and be a global company? So you should spend, you're right, I hope we spend more on the R&D, okay? And then eliminate the imitation. In America, it's against the law. Whenever they see you selling imitation, they put you in prison. So this is important, that I'm glad that you guys thinking. I'm very hopeful, the young generation, that you guys understand the reality and you should be fighting against imitation and R&D, okay? Create your own things. And I'm very happy that talk to you guys. Now, some of the last things I will give some ideas, advice based on my experience. Simple choices. I saw that in one of my books, first one, Key for Success. Successful people find a solution in every problem. Failure ones find a problem in every solution. Look around. People said, well, I don't know, this is a problem, this is a problem. Come on, find a solution. Okay, which one we want to be? I think I want to be a part of solution, okay? Now, this one, I just finished my sales book and I saw this here. One will never earn more unless they learn more. Okay, learning. And I saw the next one here, success does earning more requires learning should be equal to or greater than change. And look around, and I really observe that. I have some friends who are always ahead of the change, very successful. In Turkey, some companies are ahead of the change, they are successful. Countries, all the less developed countries are less developed because they did not learn more than change. Okay, this is very, very important. We should learn more than change. If not, as a young people, all of you, I will recommend that learn more than change. Learn more, you can earn more. You may find someone to get a job, but if someone is out, you cannot keep your job. And I know in Turkish, I would like to research, ahbap çavuş and imitation are the two biggest problems in Turkey. And we should eliminate that. Young generation, I hope, will understand, fight for that. And last thing here, this is my life changer. Tell me who your friends are. I can tell you what kind of person you are. Very true. My experience, I went to top high school in Turkey, in Izmir, Atatürk High School. Okay, I was boarding school. First year did well. Second year, I had not good friends. I repeated. There was a repeating high school then. I'm sure same may know. I repeated my high school. And one day I have an uncle who was a professor. I was at his place and 3 of my friends came pick me up. We were gonna go somewhere. He looked at from balcony, who are they? My friends. He said, no wonder you failed in high school, second year. And he told me that the proverb in French and in Turkish, pick your friends that will help you accomplish your goals. You can never be any better than who your friends are. My other experience, when I was in an MBA program, I had a friend from Chile. This guy changed my life. My wife knows, everybody knows that I know. And still I'm in touch. He was one of the most disciplined student person I have ever seen. I took classes with him and we got out of class. We did the homework right after the class. It was due next week. And he came, we studied. I mean, he was the most disciplined and he had the most impact in my career, in my life. So pick your friends who will help you achieve your lifelong goals. And And if you see people screwed up, not doing well because they have a terrible friend. Okay, this is, I had some questions, but this is my presentation. Any questions? I hope I have given you, I know it took a little longer than I expected, but by the way, what I gave you is a summary of one semester marketing course I teach. I want to give you some ideas, and you have the PowerPoints, presentations. I know same way shared with you, I hope, and I will send you the presentation as well recorded. If I can help you learn 1 word, 2 word, have your questions, I'll be a very happy person. Give you some ideas for success. But there's no shortcut in life. I grew up in the village. We went to the mountains. We want to take a short road to get down to the different place, and we almost killed ourselves because there's no shortcut in life. Hard work pays off eventually. Thank you for your time and effort. Same way, thank you for giving me a chance to talk to young minds, and I'm very happy to be part of this presentation.
Again, thank you for I also by Turin. I thanks for all of you. You take time for us. You effort us. I hope we will in future one of the biggest and famous school in Turkey and all over the world. We are a global school, so we produce, we manufactures different kind of values, etc. So we will see both of us. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
If anyone has a question, if they want to ask in Turkish, I'll be happy, or English. And do you have my my contact information there? Send me an email, because I value young generation more than anything else, because they are the future of the country, in Turkey in this case. And seeing those guys and changing life, if they say, yeah, this guy from US told us a few things and I learned good ideas, that makes me happy. And thank you for the plant. You guys donated to the place under my name. It makes me happy. Anybody has any questions? Or you can ask in Turkish since their presentation is over. Sure, ask. Don't be scared. I'm here. They can ask Turkish. I don't want them challenged when I know what I went through when I was trying to ask in English. Luckily, I speak both of them somewhat. Fari, what do you learn? Number 12. Let's see your face, man. Turn your cameras on. I like to see young generation faces. I was in your shoes many years ago.
Fahri is from Antalya.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, competing with Bodrum.
Fahri, can you open your camera?
No, I can't open my camera right now, but maybe later.
Oh, okay. And other brave ones? Okay.
You can ask any questions, Fahri. How about the computers side? How you can manufacture some, for example, software for whole people, in all over the people, all over the world, people can use it. You have any goal?
Well, here's my suggestion. Don't look around and copy somebody's ideas. Create your own. Authentic brand, authentic brand. It's very important. Do something not others are doing. It is very, very important. And the only way we can create a great world Turkish brand is when we stop copying somebody else's ideas. There's no other way around. And the government should be fighting and eliminating all the imitation products. And I mentioned that in Bodrum, and somebody said, Hey man, this is such a big industry, government cannot handle us. Yes, it can. Turkish government is bigger than anybody else. They should be eliminated. All right, if there are no other questions, thank you for your time. And I hope I have given you some ideas, different things. It was my goal to try to help you. Yavuz, how are you?
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me any question, but we can't see your face, man. Turn the light on. Your aunt is doing well, so by the way.
My question is really
Speak louder.
What do you pay attention to when buying something?
Say it again.
What do you pay attention to when buying something?
Advantage when buying something?
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, whatever makes you happy, you think is important. This is where the buyer behavior comes in. What's important to me may not be important to you. This is why we gotta understand customers as a customers. Customers are different, and this is why we have a different brands of products. Okay, thank you for bringing. It was helpful through learning things. Tuna, thank you. I mean, you know, you gotta find out. I cannot say why, let's say, Tuna buys or Göze buys some the same reason. Customers are different. That's why we had a segmentation. Divide the customer into the groups with a similar needs, preferences, and appeal to them. It's market segmentation and targeting. So it's different for different customers. Anybody else? And again, I thank you for your time, and I know it's the evening, and it's early. Bülent, say a question?
Yeah, not a question actually. I would like to thank you for being here for our students. Well, I'm a teacher of English.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel very happy for my students to have a chance to meet someone like you, and at the age of 14 or 15, hearing these kind of things. I mean, that's something that I think none of us ever experienced before. I mean, yeah, that's very valuable for them. I hope that they will get the value of it and see their futures through it.
Yeah. I mean, I hope I have given. Thank you, Bülent. I hope I have given them some ideas, things, and I'm from a small village with about 50 people when I went to middle school. I mean, I finished the elementary school in the village. There was no school, middle school. I went to Bodrum. There was no high school. I went to Izmir for school. But that taught me a lot. And then when I came to America, only problem was I didn't speak English. So explore the world.
Yeah, thank you, sir, again. Thank you so much for your time.
It's my pleasure to give some ideas. I'm always excited to talk to young generation, and because they are the future of my country, and I have a great expectation from them.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Okay, thank you. Okay, since it's noon here, 12:30. This is 9:30 there, right? That no, it's 8:30.
Yes, 9:30. Yes, 9:30.
9:30. Yeah, we changed the time. We took time 1 hour back, and hopefully, again, I really appreciate the opportunity to talk to you guys, and I thank you, Hussein Bey, making this happen. And I'm delighted. I'm always ready to talk to anybody anywhere. All right?
Thank you very much. Have a nice days for you.
Okay.
I hope one day we wait you in our school, face to face.
Sure. I come to Istanbul.
For drinking tea, coffee, etc.
Sure. I will be. Since Julian is from Istanbul, I gotta be in Istanbul. So when I come there, I'll let you know, and we can drink tea and talk.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Münevver Hanım. You see, you are muted. Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. If
Can I
anybody wants to
also
speak
add
in
something?
Turkish, we can talk in Turkish as well. Yeah.
Pardon me for disturbing, but I also would like to thank you for your, enlightening presentation. I also work as an English teacher at yes, Vocational and Technical High School, and I also would like to say that although I have my majors in English language and literature, I have done my master's degree in education administration, and actually I have studied on performance management systems and strategic planning. Yes, for my master's thesis. Yes, and when you talked about, especially for strategic planning, I actually remembered my old days. Yeah, that part was really enlightening for me, especially. I really missed those, kind of readings. And again, thank you for your sharing your presentation and sharing your ideas with us. It's quite valuable for us.
Okay. Well, last thing that I really want to emphasize, people first. If the countries want to develop, if the organizations, companies, and they like to be successful, they should hire the best people. A little example, Jack Welch became a CEO of the General Electric, GE, many years ago. And he was a PhD in chemistry, and he was managing. He said, I want to be number one. I want the GE successful. And he said, General Electric, GE will be the first choice of the top students from the top universities. And he accomplished it in 3 years, 4 years, and then GE was unstoppable. You cannot hire lousy people and expect to be a top brand. This is the problem in Turkey. Everybody's going after cheap labor and getting a bunch of lousy products and having a problem. It is utmost important. People. Because I tell my students, see, everybody can copy your product, your machines. Chinese doing it, India doing it, Turkey doing it, everybody doing it. What they cannot copy is your competent people. If we have the best people, they cannot copy that unless someone starts cloning them. People. To me, I tweeted one time, company's brand is as successful as the quality of people plus the people are valued, appreciated. You can hire the top people and appreciate them, say them thank you. Nobody can stop you. Look around, successful companies have the top people. Google attracts the top people. Amazon attracts the top people. The Microsoft attracts the top people, top students. They are very selective. They pay well. It is very important in Turkey that companies understand people first. And if you hire the top people, look at the university. Harvard is a top university because they hire the top people. But they pay $300,000 per year gross, and other schools pay $150,000. Well, they are twice as better, as good. And it is a reality. People first. I think we have to have the education to get a great education to our people, educate them, prepare them. And I know we have very smart people in Turkey, but they are not valued. And unfortunately, we are losing them to Europe and US. It is very sad. It saddens me. Now somebody says, hey, why are you there? Well, nobody kicked me out of here and nobody offered me a good job in Turkey. I talked to some companies, well, we're not going to pay you. Education system, university system has to change. I just treated my wife, just forwarded this one of the tweet. This guy, the professor somewhere, the dean of something, and an elder relatives are working. Come on. Is it a university or family business? Get out. You cannot compete. And support, like each is a great university, but they should be given all the support. I bet they can blow everyone away. Anyway, this is what I have. We have great things in Turkey. We are not using them, put it this way. And I'm very hopeful with the young generation. They are very different. I went to Trabzon for there. I talked to the students, university. I'm so impressed. They are ready to change everything in 10 years. And they are ready to change everything in 10 years. Very, very smart, very, very into everything. They are waiting for their turn. Okay, young generation, we're expecting a lot from you. Sizden büyük beklentilerimiz var. Türkiye'nin geleceği sizin elinizde. Hepinize iyi geceler diyeyim.
We can take some pictures for sharing.
Okay.
If it is possible.
Sure, take.
Please open your camera if it is possible. Our students, our colleagues.
Okay, guys, open your pictures. Have a great picture. Look at Ahmed Sultan. High tech already. Make sure there's a light we can see your face.
Please smile. We are taking pictures. Now I will take again one more. Thank you very
Hocam
much.
arka planınızdan Masumlar Apartmanı'nın müziği çalıyor.
Thank you very much. I take pictures.
All right, thank
Have
you.
a nice night. Have a nice day for you.
Okay, good night to you guys, and have a wonderful night. And hope to meet you one of days with the successful things you have done. Thank you. Appreciate it. Teşekkür ediyorum hepinize. İyi akşamlar. İyi geceler.
İyi akşamlar.
Sağ olun. İyi akşamlar hocam.
İyi akşamlar herkese.
Okay.